that scoundrel. I'm still feeling dizzy. A lampshade, overcoats, blankets, and a perfect sofa. I'll be quite comfortable here. But what if he comes back with his gun? No, there's no time to plan for days. Locked. Sounds like old cooking pots and Chinese souvenirs are rattling inside. A huge clothes cabinet, locked, perhaps filled with the family's winter clothes. A huge, massive iron bar with a flattened end. Bricks left here from some maintenance work. An ancient thermos. It's stuck in this ancient paint. Oh, there's lots of water here. Enough until I figure out how to get out of here. Sports accessories, in case I'm bored. Another relic from Palosh's Chinese business. Was he the Chinese party, I wonder? Gardening tools. A strong iron ring in the wall. He locked me in. I'm not going to perish in this cellar. No way. Too high, too small, and blocked with bars. Boxes of household appliances. Somebody's wig. It gives me an idea. A thin copper wire. I wonder if I could use it for something. Crates of fresh apples, potatoes, and carrots. Enough to eat for days. But I'll be out of here sooner. Just how? Winter tires for a small car. A strong hemp rope. Looks like those in the school gym. Wow, a physics book for school children. Apparently from the childhood of Balosh. Pity it's not an adventure novel. A physics book for school children. Nearly as old as my father. It may come in handy. A basic yet excellent instrument to seek out the way to escape. Nope. I knew it. There is a way out of here. The draft comes from behind the cabinet. Even if it's just a gap, it can be salvation to me. No, that's no good. It's crammed full. Could be hundreds of kilos. Now I've got 2 more wheels to run on. Now, let's build. Yeah, but hold on. Suppose I can lift the cabinet. But who's going to hold it? I need something. That's it. The cabinet has lifted a little, and the rims can hold it in this position. The gardening tools may come in handy later, but now I only need the handles. Just like the Egyptians did with the building stones of the pyramids. Oops, this is better than I expected. Wherever this small iron door leads, I must try everything. Locked, of course. An old massive iron door. Actually, I'm not thirsty. This will hold tight. Now, where should I tie the other end of the rope? So far, so good. But now what? What can I use to apply enough force? Good. Swell, rope, swell. getting tighter. Made it. Am I free at last?
Good news. We shouldn't keep this amiable man waiting. Excellent. I can always rely on Mr. Niergesh.
Good morning, Mr. Niergesh. I've got your message, so here I am.
I've been expecting you, Mr. Hunt.
Have you found the folder?
Unfortunately not. We've ransacked the entire place, but it's gone.
Why did you call me then?
I found something on the computer that might interest you.
About Mihai Elikesh-Tot?
Yes, alas, Professor Palfi didn't finish his research. But there was a student who wrote a paper about the college. Palfi provided him with extracts on former teachers. It was his suggestion to include Elikesh-Tot too.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be worth mentioning?
Well, I should say Elikesh-Tot wasn't really a distinguished scholar, but in any case, you're on the right track if you're looking for the meteorite. I've printed out the extract for you. Everything else is in that folder.
Thank you, Mr. Niergesh. I hope it will help, especially if it mentions a meteorite.
And not only one. Just read it through.
Notes by Professor Palfi on Mihai Elikesh-Tot. Mr. Niergesh gave it to me instead of the vanished folder.
I've read it. Quite brief, but it helps. Look, here it says, the professor's tattered diary is in the possession of the college. Can I see it?
Well, indeed, it's in the library's vault. But I must observe the rules, despite all my appreciation to you.
Okay, so who can arrange to get that book out?
You need permission from the library director. I don't see much chance, though.
You mean I don't qualify as a researcher?
That's not it. The problem is that the director's been furious in the past 2 days. He's making our lives a living hell. But if you want, you can write the application.
Maybe we should focus on that gray folder after all.
Please don't pester me, Mr. Hunt. That folder is missing. Actually, if it hadn't been so insignificant, I'd say it's been stolen.
Stolen? You don't mean...
For God's sake, I'm just saying that all we can give you on Elikesh-Tot at this moment is on that piece of paper.
But it hardly even mentions the diary.
Correct. I think Professor Palfy didn't pay too much attention to that ramshackle notebook.
Why? Even he didn't get the permission?
He surely did, yet it seems the box has been intact in the vault for many years.
Interesting. Probably he didn't read it. So, the director of the library is an irritable man?
Not always, but he has been since yesterday.
What did upset him?
An article in the newspaper. I mean, it's your profession. You know how it is. They made an interview with him. A young lady, a former student he knew well. The proof was verified. It was released on Monday, and bang!
What bang?
It wasn't the same text he had approved. Between us, they had a series of talks, lots of coffee. And eventually the article wasn't focused on the library only.
I guess it laid out his private life, too.
Exactly. Not a word of it was a lie, but it included statements the old man would never say officially.
This is how you can trust a journalist.
That's why I'm telling you, it's not the best time to bother him.
Can you show me that newspaper?
I don't have it, but these things are kept in the archives.
Good idea. Thanks. Good morning, Mr. Morani.
At your service.
I'm looking for one of yesterday's papers. There was an interview with the director of the library.
Yes. An interview with Dr. Adam Stein. There was a big hoop-de-doo about it.
Could I have a look?
Of course. You can take it. We've got more than enough copies. Here you are.
Thank you.
The local newspaper, featuring an interview with the library director. Oh, I can understand the anger of this poor man, but there should be a way to cheer him up. It might take just a click to settle this matter.
Enchanté, madame.
Oh, our investigator. What brings you here this time?
I'm aware that you know very little about Professor Palfy's research on Mihai Elikesh Tot.
That is so.
Please, let me ask some more questions. Maybe it helps. For example, did your husband read the professor's diary?
The diary? Wait a second. You mean the one in such a terrible state? The library has it.
That's it. Can you recall?
Roberts. Maybe this is why he was so upset when Roberts left.
I don't think I follow.
Oh, yes. There was something about that diary. And David Roberts was an Australian researcher living here. My husband wanted to take him to the library. So there's only one thing I can think of.
And what is that?
That the diary may have been in English.
Elikesh Tot's diary in English in 19th century Hungary. What makes you think so?
Gezer didn't speak English, and sometimes he asked Roberts to help him. It's a fact that the Elikesh Tot research came to an end when Roberts returned to Australia. Well, I guess I've just confused you.
In any case, I'm becoming very interested in this diary, and Mihai Elikesh Tot himself.
Hi, it's me. Same here, believe me. I'd like to ask you a small favor. I'm sure you're the one who can help me, if anyone at all. There's a guy here in Hungary.